private health insurance premiums, especially IP riders, have been rising very fast, especially for seniors, going up by as much as 20 to 30% a year. Why is this happening? This is why we are doing this video series called Integrated Shield Plan and Rider. First of all, we need to explain the concept of S+3. S+3M is our healthcare financing framework. Let's say you need a surgery and you go to a public hospital in a subsidized ward, and you incur a big hospital bill. Subsidy will take care of most of it. Then we all have a national healthcare insurance, which is called Medishield Life, which will take care of the next part of the bill. Whatever's remaining, you can use your MediSave to pay for it. And that leaves a small part of the bill left. For lower income families, they can apply for MediFund at the hospital, which will take care of the remainder. This is how S+3M works to keep hospital bills affordable. But what if you want to go to Class A ward or private hospital? That's when insurers offer you Integrated Shield Plan or IP. In a private hospital, the bills are larger, and Medishield Life is not enough to cover most of the bill. Insurers, by selling you an IP top-up, can cover more of the bill. IPs are integrated with Medishield Life, which is why it is called Integrated Shield Plan. On top of IP, there's one more thing called the rider. Take note, health insurance are term insurance, which means every year you pay the coverage is for coverage only for that year. Think of it like an ice cream. You're eating the ice cream, once it's finished, it's gone. If you want another one, you got to buy another one. And if you don't eat it, it melts, it's still gone. Remember, premiums you pay every year, not over. Let's say get consumed. Earlier on, I mentioned riders. What are they? In the private hospital bill, beside Medishield Life and IP, not 100% of the bill is covered. There's still deductibles and co-payment not covered. That's when riders come in. Riders cover almost the whole bill so that there's absolute peace of mind. But when you buy 3 layers of health insurance for absolute peace of mind, that's when problems start because the system gets tied up in a knot. That's when there's a buffet. It's when there is excessive treatment and unnecessary servicing. Because of that, claims go up as hospital bills go up. Insurers, in order to afford the claims, raise the premiums. They also introduce more friction into the claim process. And patients start to wonder, why am I paying more and more? That's when the system gets tied up in a knot and becomes more tense. And it's not sustainable. What is the situation? For someone in his or her 70s, typically you are paying about $9,000 of rider premium every year. And let's say this person needs a knee joint replacement, like me, and you go to a Class A ward in a public hospital, and you incur quite a substantial hospital bill. This is how your insurance will work. First is Medishield Life. You pay about $1,000 premium every year, and the payout during such an operation is $3,000, more than the premium. Second, you pay about $4,000 of IP premium a year, and the payout for such an operation is $18,000, a lot more than the premium. For the rider, you'll be paying about $9,000 of premium a year, and the payout in this instance is about $5,000, less than the premium. Rider premiums have to be paid in cash, and you cannot use your MediSave. Absolute peace of mind through rider is very expensive. So if you have a rider premium that you cannot afford, what are your options? Let me invite Paul to explain this to you.
Hi, Mr. Long. Instead of the rider with the most comprehensive coverage, we can actually consider two alternatives. First, downgrading from this big rider to something of a smaller rider with a bit more co-payment. Premiums are much lower, more affordable, and yet you still retain the bulk of your coverage for your hospital bills.
Option 2 is to remove the rider completely.
The IP itself will cover the bulk of your hospital bills already.
Right-sizing your rider or removing it is one way to untie the knot I mentioned earlier. If healthcare providers and patients are more mindful of the healthcare needs of the patient, then healthcare insurance become more sustainable. We can all do our part to loosen the knot.
Just remember that riders are meant to protect you from large and unexpected hospital bills and not add to your financial burden.
So speak to your financial advisor so that you can have the right insurance that fits your needs and your budget.